a fight. We're getting rid of all the noise in terms of the fight, skill for skill, or how you see the fight going. How do you see Conor McGregor versus Cowboy Cerrone going this Saturday?
I see this as the most favorable matchup for Conor McGregor in so many years. Southpaws are kind of Donald Cerrone's Achilles heel. I mean, he can't get off his leg kicks as well. So, I mean, that takes away a big cushion in his offense and a weapon in his arsenal. And so that is just weird. Conor McGregor also has this sniper left hook, left hand that comes in so fast that just people just will not believe it. And he's got superior reach. I know it sounds like a total Conor dick rider, which I'm totally not. This is probably the first time I've ever even gotten this hyped about him. I really believe that Conor McGregor is going to go in there and hit Donald Cerrone so many times to the body that that's it. Donald's real biggest weakness is his body. Just like George Masvidal exposed and many other people, when pressure's coming forward and big hits and big shots are coming at Donald's body, he tends to break and then gas and then end up on the floor, TKO, KO'd. But I think Conor McGregor has learned so much in the Mayweather fight, getting beat up by Khabib, even though there's a lot of haters. You learn a lot in those type of situations. I wish that Conor was a better person, but I also wish that Mike Tyson was too. So it doesn't really matter in fighting. I just can't wait to watch Conor go out there this weekend and make MMA just exciting at the start of the year. I really believe that Conor McGregor go in there and land that left hook right across Donald Cerrone's chin and just sleep him.
Pretty much agree in all regards there. One thing that I would think would really drive the point home. Currently, we are recording. It is Tuesday night. Tomorrow night, on Wednesday, they're going to do a press conference. Now, I already think this is a favorable matchup for Conor McGregor. I think he has all the things that normally will beat Donald Cerrone. He is an aggressive southpaw. He has great counter shots. He keeps distance with the body. He's one of the few fighters that really digs with uppercuts to the body when they're striking. Conor McGregor has just been finished recently and has several first-round losses to his career, some recently and some in the distant past, but I believe we looked it up, and there's 5, three of those are due to strikes and by southpaws. Donald Cerrone just, in the big lights, he shrinks up. The big fight has always eluded him. The Papa Cerrone thing is a myth. He's 2-2, I think, as a father. So that's not a thing either. One thing that will shut down Cerrone is if you can really challenge him mentally. That's one thing that McGregor hasn't really done thus far leading up to this fight. Obviously, I know it's a slow build-up. If he really presses, and I mean really presses, like I'm talking like the littlest things of name calling or just saying that Cerrone would be too scared to stand with him, like these type things. If he does this kind of stuff at the press conference and really puts on a show, I think it even more goes into Conor McGregor's favor. And most of it's in his favor as is. But I do think he's going to get the finish. I do think it's going to be in the first 2 rounds. And although this is an official pick yet, because I'm not sure on the unit spread I'm going to do for it, but me and Mike have talked about that we think the best value on this main event is both Conor McGregor round 1 and Conor McGregor round 2. Currently, Conor McGregor round 1 is plus 165 and Conor McGregor round 2 is plus 310. So if you do a little bit of unit splitting on both of these, the most likely way for Conor to win, you're going to end up at plus money regardless in the main event, and you're getting way better odds than the minus 330 that he is in straight. I would put on the fact that well over 90% of the time, if he wins, it's going to be in these first 2 rounds. So you putting 1 unit on plus 165 and half a unit on plus 310, you're guaranteed to walk away with winning money in that main event. It's just a little sprinkling. And that's if you think Conor McGregor is going to win, which the odds are currently saying that he is. And that's what we're thinking he's going to do too. So Mike, how you feeling about those round odds that we have talked about, or any other thing else you want to bring up on this main event?
I just think if you do like Conor, the money line is a little too steep right now, especially versus a veteran like Donald Cerrone. But the plus money on those first 2 rounds, which are most likely the rounds that Conor wants to get it done, he wants to come here and show everyone that he's the old Conor McGregor, but changed. So if he wants to get it done and show everyone a big show, he needs to come over here and spark a fire and get things going and knock him out in the first or the second. So I absolutely love both rounds, and I wouldn't mind putting a unit on both of them, round 1 and 2. So I most likely will personally.
Even that, like if you're that confident in it, it's like that. It's a good play either regardless, because if he wins in the first round, you're walking away with plus 0.65 units, and if he ends up winning in the second round, you're going to walk away with over 2 units. So it's like these are one of those spots where, and anyone listening to this, I'm not normally a big prop guy, but if you're leaning McGregor, these are the 2 things that are going to happen. Like this is what's going to happen if he wins. There's a chance something else happens if he wins, but like these are these slim margins. Now, before we leave, I want to at least give you guys the for sure bets on this card. We've brought up some other possibles, and obviously keep locked into Twitter to find out how much we put on each one of these. But as of right now, we have 2 official bets. You always get at least that many on every show. My bet is currently the money line to win 1 unit for Askar Askarov, and he's currently minus 135, so that's putting 1.35 units down to win 1 unit. And then Mike's is a parlay of Askar Askarov and Carlos Diego Ferreira, and that's at plus 150, and that's 1 unit to win 1.5. So if both of ours hit, we're at plus 2.5 for the night, and that's for the show. But obviously keep your eye on our Twitter handles, because we will have likely more bets between the 2 of us, and let alone the other stuff that gets added to the website. Obviously, check out the website at MMAforMoney.com. There will be other write-ups. There will be other picks. There will be other bets. We try our best to retweet and share all of those articles and picks, some of which are free. And also you can go on there for any additional packages like premium NFL and playoffs and whatnot that, as we've talked about last week in ad nauseum, that Prime pretty much kills in all the sports I don't know about. So go team. Mike, do you have anything to say to the people before we say goodbye for this week as we lead into UFC 246?
I just hope you guys enjoy the festivities this weekend and barbecue with your friends and family, and just love them every day that you can, man, because everything is great.
Now we're going to get going, but you know what? Everyone enjoy the Crazy Irishman versus the Cowboy, the Budweiser versus the Proper 12, the Allegations versus the Dune Buggies. I don't know, but you know what? It's going to be a great fight. Enjoy. We will be back next week to review that fight and go into UFC Raleigh, where we get to talk about Curtis Blades versus Junior Dos Santos. Now with that, let's roll.
Let's roll.